Hey everybody, Pixel here, welcome back to another episode of Xenoblade Chronicles 2. In the last episode, we helped Tora make his artificial blade Poppy, so now he is a member of the party. As such, I'm going to be playing as him for a little bit, just as I did with Nia. So Tora is the defender of the group. Tora is... his main thing is that he draws aggro. He has a lot of HP, decent defensive stats, decent ether and all that. So he's very good for drawing aggro and keeping it off of Rex and Nia. But he... I don't know. I just don't like playing as him that much. I love having him in the party. It's very good to have him in the party because it's just good to have somebody who can take the aggro from Rex. But I just can't get used to his, like, the timing for cancel attacks and just using somebody who draws aggro instead of keeps it away from themselves. That said, there's nothing wrong with Tora at all. I mean, obviously the fact that he's a creep, you saw what the clothes he had in his closet for Poppy. But that's not that creepy specifically in this game.
There is Titan warship!
Quite the impressive Titan. Another sign that Morardain is readying once more for war with Uriah?
Look, that route goes right to the ship, just like Pyra said.
Yes, yes!
We should be able to climb down over here. Let's go.
Okay.
Off we go!
Understood.
As I was saying, he's not as creepy in the English version of the game. However, in the Japanese version, Poppy Alpha is not named Poppy Alpha. She's named Poppy, and then whatever the acronym for the Japanese, I believe, either elementary or preschool system is. So yeah, that's a little fucking creepy. And I don't blame them for changing it in America. But, okay, did not mean to do that. Okay, not dead. Thank God. Tora can really just jump pretty much anywhere as long as it's not like an obvious death drop. Where am I going? Okay. This area has always confused me a little bit just because I'm not the best at just figuring out where I'm supposed to jump, and my depth perception's not very good either. There's a collection point here too, for some reason for insects. I don't know. This whole area is just really cool. Like, it's just along the base of a tree, kind of. I guess this is technically the tree's roots, so... below the tree, there's a collection point. This should be for timber. I'm not a huge fan of the fact that collection points don't tell you what type of item you're going to find in them.
All in one piece.
Here we are at the treetop path, though, and... we're heading towards the entrance to the battleship. So... let's go. It's time to save Nia.
Looks pretty high. Give me a moment. Pyra, you first. I'll pull you up, so hold tight. Ugh. So heavy.
What did you say?
Yow!
Now, look here, Rex. You can't just go and call a lady heavy.
Oh, Rex, a little tactless.
Sorry about that. I guess I was just surprised.
No, it's not your fault.
Whew, she heavier than Tora for sure. But that just means Pyra grown to impressive height. It is good thing. Pyra should be proud.
Poppy, pull Pyra up. Please, grab again.
Nice, Poppy.
Poppy, artificial blade. This is no problem. Poppy could lift Gonzalez if necessary.
The moral of the story is just don't call Pyra heavy, Rex. Come on, that's rude. I'm sorry if there was any glitching at all in any of the footage you saw before that cutscene. Turns out my capture just decided to fucking freak out, and as a result, I now have to do post-commentary for the remainder of the episode because now the commentary was messed up and didn't record properly. Luckily, the recording, I managed to fix it. Anyway, though, so this area has nice music, but it's going to be interrupted a lot. There are a lot of fights in this area, and I really just don't want to deal with them. In here you have a Sweeper Lysat and a Float Me Dude, so essentially the same enemies you see here are in the warship you saw earlier. Using Tora in a fight, his main thing is that he has to keep the aggro. As you can see, Spinning Cutter is aggro and its area of effect. It's very good for getting a lot of enemies to start focusing on Tora at a time. That sounds bad, but that's what you want with Tora. Big Boost can topple an enemy, but it depends on if Break runs out too quickly or if the enemy dies first, like it just did. Toppling an enemy makes it so they can't move. In Xenoblade Chronicles 1, there was a follow-up ability called Daze, which essentially just extended the topple. And then there was nothing after that. Xenoblade Chronicles 2 Daze does not exist. But to make up for it, there are two new effects that can be done after topple, which are Launch and Smash. That's just an extremely powerful driver combo you can do. And if you manage to pull it off, you'll do a lot of damage at once. It's very nice. Anyway, though, Cloud Tank Chamber. You're heading in here. Or you're heading out of here, I guess. This area has a lot of falling places where you will die.
Perhaps rest and enjoy view for a bit.
Poppy, are you crazy? This view is all clouds. Like, there's no view to see. And then inside is just a bunch of metal. I mean, I guess you could say, like, these clouds are nice to look at, and the world tree is over there too, which is cool, but I don't know. Anyway, over there you can see there's a level 10 soldier. If you head in after him, you're probably going to want to fight him. Ardanian soldiers are really weak, and that's pretty much all there is to say about them. They can't really do much to stop you, even in normal mode. They aren't that strong, even if a lot of them gang up on you at once. And they're all around level 9 too, so there's not really any threat about these soldiers. Especially with Tora now, where he can just take a ton of hits from them. I guess I decided I just want to go against all the soldiers I see, so that's what I did.
Master Pawn, Poppy's right arm is malfunctioning.
Hold on, Poppy! Master Pawn will fix it!
While I'm running and not working on it at all, Poppy has super strength and Pyra has focus, which is why I don't understand why you need these at all, since you can't even get in this room without Poppy. But, I mean, I guess it's just to showcase that Poppy has that ability, but, I mean, you should check the affinity chart to make sure anyway. There's too many enemies this way. Let's try searching elsewhere first. I think that's a clear indicator that we were meant to go towards the marker that is 30 meters away, so let's see what's up here.
Master Pawn, Poppy can feel there is a blade in the vicinity.
Oh, but how can Poppy tell that?
Unclear. Poppy feel other blade like wave in air.
Huh. I'm not sure I get it, but maybe Dromark is nearby.
Let's try opening up some of these doors. I didn't hurt anyone, did I?
Everyone check your eyebrows.
I'm sorry. It's hard to judge the power sometimes.
Pyra, Rex, Dromark, it's good to see you alive.
It very good!
See, Master Pawn? There was a blade here.
Master Titan, and forgive me, but who are they?
Dromark, we don't have much time. Do you know where Nia is?
But of course, we are in residence after all. I feel her presence.
Then let's go. We can't let her get executed.
Indeed. This way.
Solitary Block 1. We now have Dromark in the party, but of course we can't use him because we don't have Nia. And I really don't understand how Dromark would use his weapon on his own because he's a cat and they are rings. You kind of need hands to use those. It's like Tron. In the engine room, you will see there are a lot of enemies. We aren't going to beat them up right now, but we will be later because I do a goof up here. If you open this door, it gives you an easy way back to the entrance. But if you head over here, there's an Ardanian soldier, and he's just alone in this hallway, so he's pretty simple to take down. Unfortunately, he's very annoying. Don't forget, you're done. That's not even how he says you're done. He says you're done in a really like weird high-pitched voice. I don't know how I feel about it, but I do want to know who the Ardanian soldier's voice actor is because he's very decent. Oh yeah, I die here because I did a stupid. You can't walk into that steam or else you will die.
What happened?
So
Master Pawn, you can do it.
Master Pawn cannot do it. Okay, I'm gonna cut back to when we get to the engine room, even though it's relatively close.
It's okay.
Alright, in the engine room, in order to actually get to that chest, you're going to want to take down these Ardanian soldiers in front of this valve.
Master Pawn, ready to go.
So it might seem a little dangerous because there's more than one, but no, even when this third one locks onto you, they aren't threatening. Ardanian soldiers are just that weak. You can take them down with so few hits, and they just don't do enough damage to be threatening. And with Tora constantly drawing the aggro away from Rex, it's just, you're doing a lot of damage and you're not taking a lot either. We did get Resplendence level 2 for Pyra there.
Example.
It's what comes naturally for a blade. You'll be just as good, Poppy. If not, just stick with it.
Poppy's battle sense increased.
Who was just talking? Was that Perun? Was that Pyra? Was that Poppy? I cannot tell. I think it might have been Perun. I have no idea. I wasn't even really paying attention while I was recording. I think I was commentating over that too, so... How nice. Poppy get power up. Okay, so we check the affinity charts for everyone. If you press A on this valve, the steam up above will stop. I'll cut to when we get to that treasure chest now. Alright.
Very nice.
I just cut because I had to take down that guard again, but now we get a common core crystal, helping hand 1, and some gold. That's not very good, but it's not terrible. If you head behind these stairs, there is a dickishly hidden door. If you open it, this valve, you need super strength and focus, which of course you have no choice but to have at this point in the game. And that'll shut down that valve. I don't understand why that steam hurts Rex and Tora, but it doesn't hurt the Ardanian soldiers. Maybe they just have, like, armor that cools itself, and if so, why doesn't Rex? Like, that would be cool. That would be very helpful. They do have stock beat. That's probably their most common art. It still isn't that powerful, but they use it a lot. More Ardanian soldiers! They're just all over the place, which I guess makes sense considering it's a military battleship, but still. Ugh, there are just so many fights here, and they aren't even hard, and they just aren't entertaining because of it. I do really like this area though, and I also like this part of the game, just saving Nia. Find the midship walkway door.
Perhaps rest and enjoy
Up here
for a bit.
is where this area gets a bit confusing. You have a Haken scout here. He'll go and alert a ton of other soldiers. 5, I believe, at once will be onto you. So you may think, oh, well surely this is going to be the one where you finally fucking die. No, even this isn't threatening. It might be because I'm in easy mode, because I'll be honest, this area just isn't something I remember in normal mode. But I really don't think so. I just don't think this is a threat in any way you could possibly play this game. Poppy's special, you just have to mash the B button. It can do a lot of damage and its area of effect, so it's very good in that sense. Rex is using Perun, so I guess that's okay. Alright, be here! I cannot tell what they're saying. They do the thing where, like in Xenoblade Chronicles 1, where like, if somebody was wearing armor, their voice is muffled and it's just really hard to understand, and I really don't understand why they feel like that was a good idea, because it's just so hard to understand. This guy just threw a grenade.
Now it gets interesting.
Did he feel so threatened that he had to cause an explosion? And if so, that is the least effective grenade I've ever seen. But, as you can see, we've reached Nia. So let's go and save her.
No doubt about it. That's the place.
Who are you people? They're the terrorist friends.
We are her friends, but I won't let you call her a terrorist.
It's time to finally rescue Nia. As you can see, we have an Ardanian sergeant and an Ardanian soldier. I really don't understand why there's a sergeant guarding a prison cell. It seems like he would have more important things to do, but alright. They are still just shouting, don't forget. I don't know why they took the me out when they updated it so they don't talk as much. I feel like that was kind of pointless. Man, this guy's break ran out too quick for me to topple him too. Ugh. I just really wanted to show topple throughout this entire recording, but the break kept running out too quickly, or Taurus topple, our big boost, wasn't charged enough. It was really unfortunate. But it's time to finally see Nia again.
Jin?
You alright, Nia?
Rex? You...
My lady, apologies for my late arrival.
Don't mention it. I didn't think anyone was coming at all.
As if we'd leave you. Always help those who help you. That's the second rule of the Salvage's Code.
Well, that's all over, ain't it?
Rex! Tora has found escape route! Hurry! Hurry!
A Nopon?
He has been of some assistance.
We made a new friend.
Nice to meet you.
Well, I think we've overstayed our welcome here. Time to get moving.
Right, now that we've rescued Nia, we're going to switch Rex to the front of the party, and we're going to switch Nia to the second slot just because that feels right. She is still level 8, unfortunately. Looks like you've got Nia back safe and sound. Now you've got 3 members in your party. I should explain about roles and classes. Blades are born with a role: attackers, healers, and tanks. For example, Pyra is an attacker and Dromark is a healer. The types of blades that a driver engages will determine their fighting style. Each driver's fighting style will fall into certain categories called classes. Some classes emphasize attack, some defense, or some strike a balance between roles, and each class has its own special effects. It's up to you whether you want to engage your favorite blades or strategically select blades to achieve certain class. Do whatever's best for your playstyle. Generally, blades can't change roles. As an artificial blade, Poppy is the exception. She can change her role using the Poppy Swap feature. As you saw, we changed from Tank 1 to Tank 2. Try your hand to Tiger to try to get hold of real CPUs that can change Poppy's role. Now, if you've got all that, let's get back to the game and make our escape. Got the level 1 access key. Alright, so now that we have Nia back, we are going to engage a blade with her. So, I mean, this isn't going to be disappointing at all, I'm sure.
It is a great honor to have met you. I pledge the whole of my power to you.
Decided not to go back on getting Gorg, even though he's really not that good for Nia.
Got it. I give you my
The Great Hammer or Great Axe, I can't really tell what one he has either way, is not a great weapon for Nia or for Rex. He has a lot of good skills, but just he does too much damage at a time and he isn't very fast at doing it. And because of that, he draws aggro relatively quickly. Luckily, part of this class's boost is that it lowers art and special aggro automatically. But Gorg is still not very good for Nia or for Rex. I would say more, but that's really all there is to say. I'm still going to equip him to Nia, and I also decided I was going to check the affinity chart to see what he has. FTL is something he can get, but I'm not going to worry about that. He does level up through Trust, just like most of the other blades we have right now. In fact, just like all the other blades we have right now. So, yeah. We didn't even have any core chips to give to him right now, unfortunately. I probably should have planned ahead and expected I'd give Nia a blade, but whatever. As we head back, though... Looks like this way is to the hangar. Sounds like a way out of here. Meh. Door is locked, no way to open. Even Poppy probably not able to break through this. But we're so close. Rex, take a look over there. Good eyes. Could that be the switch to open it? We don't have many options but to try. If it does open the door, we will surely be able to escape through the hangar. Then what are we waiting for? Looks like we have to leave this room for now and find a way up there. So as they said, we have to find a way to turn on the hangar division console because it is not powered on. If you head over here and grab this bag, it is the level 2 access key. I'm not really sure I care for key items being bags like that because more often than not I miss them. Okay, another scout. Great. This is our first battle with a full party of 3 though, so that's great. It's really just the same as a normal battle though. I mean, they're all going outside and just scattering everywhere. It's really annoying. Tora did go to level 11 there. We got a lance attachment. I will once again... I don't think I even said this before, so not once again, but I will be going over cube items and attachments and stuff like that later on. But they aren't really items that I use very often. I understand if people do, and I understand reasons why to, but I just don't do it myself. While we're just fighting these soldiers, I'd like to make a correction to something I said earlier, in the series, I mean. I said that Rolling Smash wasn't a good art for Rex because it was an ether type art. That's not really true. Rex's ether isn't the best, but it's really not terrible either, so Rolling Smash isn't bad. And I feel like the fact that it has, I think, 370 as a base for its damage is just to make up for the fact that Rex's ether isn't as high as his normal attack. So, yeah, Rolling Smash isn't terrible even if I don't use it, just because I prefer having Sword Bash and Double Spinning Edge, at least for this part of the game. Later on, I will definitely be using Rolling Smash a lot more, just because it will have a lot more use. Yeah, this is the part where I started to get confused, and I think I decided that until I find a way up there, I'm just going to speed up and play this area's music, because I don't really get much of a choice, or a chance, I mean, to play the music while I'm playing. So, that's what I'll do now, and I'll see you whenever I find my way up to that hangar division console. would not believe how much footage had to be cut in order to actually get to this point. Not cut, I guess, but sped up. That was sped up by 400%, which is the max that Sony Vegas will allow. See that floating icon over there that indicates a heart-to-heart talk? Heart-to-hearts are important events that let your party members grow closer together as friends. You'll run into these icons all over All Rest, but it's a good idea to check them out as you encounter them. To view a heart-to-heart, you'll need to have the right people present in your party at the right time of day. You can view the conditions by accessing the icon. The more heart-to-hearts you view, the bond of trust and affinity between you and your blade will deepen. That is true, and I am going to show this one after I press the circuit box to power on the Hangar Division button, switch, lever, whatever it is. And we're going to take out these Ardanian soldiers first because they would ruin the moment. Even if they do respawn immediately after the heart-to-heart, you know what, at least we got to kill them once. They actually do despawn specifically for the heart-to-heart, and then they respawn afterwards, which, I mean, it's unfortunate, but whatever. We just killed innocent people. Heart-to-heart. Let's view it.
The inside of a Titan battleship is way different from a Monoceros, eh?
What is Monoceros?
Rex, you saw it, right? Moored at a pier back in Goldmouth. Jin and Co's black boat.
Ah, that really impressive one. It runs without being hooked up to a Titan, right?
I'm no expert, but yeah, looked like it.
Sound awesome! Tora want to see too!
You won't get the chance, unless we see those Torna guys again.
Nah. Tora changed mind. No need to see.
Master Pawn changed mind at drop of hat.
Well, the Monoceros was pretty sweet, but this is nothing to scoff at either.
For sure. It's full of things I've never seen before.
Well, that's because this vessel is result of latest breakthroughs in Ardanian tech. Regular folk never so much as set foot on board.
You say breakthroughs in technology, but what you mean is salvage stuff, right?
Not exclusively. I see lots of homegrown improvements as well. Like this, see? Whatever they've stuffed in here, it's been messed with so much, I can't tell what it was to start with.
That control panel, it transmits signal to Titan nerves. By running cables to different parts of Titan from here, can control signal flow much more better.
What? That's amazing.
And this cable itself have 2.4 times the speed and 12 times the capacity of previous iteration. In other words, it's on whole other level to stuff other countries use.
Ah, so if they put this in a smaller Titan vessel, it would work even better.
Pinpon, correct!
They seem to be having fun, but it's all gibberish to me. Poppy, what do you think?
Why Master Pawn act so proud?
Hoo-hoo! Tora, very glad you ask. That because tech used in this Titan battleship is same as what Poppy's muscles and drivetrain use.
Poppy is surprised.
But, however though, ones that Poppy use are even more improved than these here.
Yet more surprise.
Are you saying you stole the tech from Mora Dane?
Come on, Tora. Is that what you call sporting behaviour?
Tora take calculated risk in service to cause of scientific advancement. As result, not even Ardanian scientists capable of reverse engineer Poppy systems. So, no worries there.
Upon learning secret of Poppy's birth, Poppy feels sense of unease.
Everything fine. Probably. Now, Rex, no time for chit-chat. Let's get going.
Heart-to-heart Ardanian technology complete. So yeah, it turns out Tora stole some stuff to make Poppy. As you see, those Ardanian soldiers did respawn, but that doesn't matter much. What am I checking? Oh, I'm checking the affinity charts because Poppy just got something, I think. Dromark also did get 2 things, one of which I know is Wild Roar. And Poppy Alpha unlocked the 2nd level of the affinity chart. Alright. Pretty good. We're doing well with the affinity charts right now, actually. But I guess I'm also going to level up... Oh yes, I believe I leveled up Double Spinning Edge because it's the one I use most often, and it just looks the coolest to use. So yeah, that's neat. Okay. I could have leveled up Rolling Smash too, but I didn't. I believe I also leveled up Stronghorn Feral Spin, I believe, does more damage to beast-type enemies, which we haven't run into many of yet, and I'm not going to put it on Rex because it doesn't matter that much. Jaguar Slash, of course, spawns HP potions, so I guess that's what I leveled up. For Tora, I believe I leveled up Spinning Cutter, right? Nope, big boost, okay. Oh yeah, because that topples, okay. And Spinning Cutter, there's enough for both, cool. Alright. I still haven't put any accessories on Tora. I'll probably do that in the next episode. Tora's at rank D Trust with Poppy now. Hangar Division though. Open this. Let's head into the hangar and finally escape.
Not much further to exit!
Not so fast, my dear intruders! Letting a terrorist from Torna out of my grasp would make me look very bad indeed. Oh, that emerald core crystal! You must be the Aegis! Much as it pains me to admit it, it seems Morag was right on the money.
You know who Pyra is? Are you trying to capture her too, you rat bag?
Now, language. But of course. The most powerful blade in all of history, with the power to rend all rest asunder. Only a fool would know of that power and not seek to claim it. And I am no fool. Therefore, I will claim her as my own. You cannot argue with such logic.
Flaw detected in final step of logic.
Sorry, pal. But you've done all the capturing you're gonna do today.
Such impertinence for a dirty terrorist!
Let's go! Pyra!
Got it!
Alright, fighting Dougal and his blade. We've got ourselves a decent-sized party. It's worth knowing how to deal with aggro. I've already gone over all this, and it's very obvious either way. Dougal has that blade, and he will intentionally move behind it to make him harder to hit. It is actually really hard to use double spinning edge and sword bash on him effectively because of this. But for some reason I still focused on him instead of the blade. The blade is granting him power, but I believe it can also be targeted, so you can deal with them both independently. I'm pretty sure if you defeat one of them, you defeat the other. But halfway through the fight...
That coward! He's just hiding behind his blade.
What? Does common sense elude you? A blade can regenerate from any injury, whereas if I die, my blade will return to a useless core.
So it's okay to use them as a living shield? You weasel! Even if they can regenerate, that doesn't mean blades don't feel pain.
How cute! The Fleabag thinks we should care about Blade's feelings! I wonder if you can feel pain!
So yeah, Dougal's pretty much just a dick. He does get enraged after that, meaning his attacks will do more damage, but other than that, he's pretty much identical to an Ardanian soldier, he just has more HP. So, he's not too difficult to take down. The blade is... I mean, it deals a lot of damage and it can inflict blowdown, but other than that, it's not too bad. Blowdown is annoying, but all it really does is throw you back a little bit. It's essentially just knockback, so... Yeah, as you can see... Oh, he just broke Tora. Okay. Is it broken or braked or... Like, is there a word for it? Because, well, if you inflict break, are they broken? That's just a question I had while I was recording this the first time, but like... What would the term be? Are they broken? Are they braked? Are they breaking? I have no idea. I don't understand the logistics of the term as used in this context. But let's take down Dougal. We got a pouch expansion kit for that. We'll go over that in the next episode.
How? A mangy Fleabag and a bunch of stinking kids? I triumphant return to Mor Ardain with the Aegis. Oh.
Out like a light.
That's what he gets for trying to execute Nia.
What? He was trying to take me back to Mor Ardain. Rex, this is a trap.
A trap? So they weren't actually going to execute you?
No time! Talk later, Rex. We should escape!
Master Pawn is right. Chance of reinforcements very high.
Let us make haste. Getting out of town would be a good start.
As Graham said, a good start would indeed be getting out of town. We got level 2 guard shifts, so I believe I'm going to check the affinity charts for all the characters. Yeah. Okay, Poppy got 1 on her level 2, so that's great. But now it's time to leave. Let's see if we can't find our way out of here.
Hey, look what I found.
Congratulations.
You found a bridge!
These flames again!
It's her!
And with a driver too this time.
That's Morag, the Flamebringer.
Morag?
Special Inquisitor Morag of Mor Ardain, the most powerful driver in the Empire, and wielder of Bridget, the most powerful blade.
So together they're like ultra powerful.
It looks like they were waiting for us.
Yes, indeed. I did feel like we got away a little too easily.
I don't know why I expected Dougal to slow you down at all.
It was you, right? You're the one who spread the rumor that I was going to be executed, just to lure Rex and the others here.
You catch on quickly. Yes, you certainly proved useful. However,
Rex and Pyra are the real prize.
not quite. The Emerald Core Crystal is the sign of the Aegis. If that blade is indeed the Aegis, then there's something I must do.
What do you mean?
The power to sunder Allrest itself. I cannot allow that to happen again.
Pyra destroyed the world. Don't be so stupid.
You mean you didn't know? 500 years ago, during the Aegis War, the Aegis sank 3 continents to the Cloud Sea's bed.
3 titans destroyed.
I speak not but historical fact.
I'm on to you. You want to use Pyra as some kind of weapon. We're not gonna let you do that.
That is precisely the kind of scenario that I mean to prevent.
And what if we resist?
Then I will have to restrain you by force.
In that case, I'll make this nice and clear. You will never take her!
Then let's see if you have the strength to back up those words, boy.
Morag is not that hard. She seems like she would be just because of how much they've built her up, but her main thing is that she can block a lot of attacks. That's pretty much it. She is a fire-type driver, obviously, so she has a weakness to water. She uses Bridget, who powers her up, and she can be inflicted with Break, which is kind of strange. I believe she might be able to resist it, but I know she can be inflicted with it, and she can be toppled as well. This is going to be the first battle where we get to see a level 3 special, as I'm actually able to build up specials here, just because this fight takes significantly longer than any other boss we've had so far. which is a good thing. It means that fights are going to start getting a little tougher from this point on, which is good, because they've been insanely easy so far. Let's go with Volcano. Prominence Revolt. Alright. She's using Radiance. Oh, she turned around just as I Sword Bash. That's unfortunate. Alright, but let's topple her. Come on, Tora. Yes. Alright, Tora toppled her. And now, let's go with Mega Eruption, our first level 3 special. B, B, B. And that's enough to finish her off.
Much stronger.
What? Pyra!
Stubborn child. Why don't you just give it up?
You'll never get Pyra. She's more than just the Aegis or some kind of weapon. She's a living being. Pyra has somewhere she needs to go. And I'm gonna help her. I'm not gonna let you stand in her way.
This is getting tiresome. The power of the Aegis is formidable, but the driver's skill betrays her.
Stay vigilant, Morag. An unknown power lurks within this bow.
But of course, this blade he calls Pyra. Your flames burn far stronger than hers, but her flames hide something deeper.
Is everyone all right?
Hanging in there.
Those two, very strong.
I know. At this rate, we'll never... There has to be a way. Some kinda... She's a fireblade. We've got to find... water. There! Guys, are you ready to run? Sure. Then follow me.
There they are.
Pyra, can you manage a full-powered blast?
Yes! Maybe one or two.
That'll do. Take this! Yeah!
You're getting predictable, boy.
Look who's talking! Puppy, no!
Roger, roger.
The water tank. So that's their plan. I feel slighted.
How so?
They actually held back against me in battle.
You think that boy...
Did you not see? He could have struck me with that blow, but he averted his aim.
He did have good instincts, too.
And I'm gonna help her. I'm not gonna let you stand in her way.
The Aegis. If she is traveling with that boy, perhaps it is worth letting them roam free for a while.
You mean...
We'll cross paths again. And when we do, we shall see.
I don't think they're following us.
Perhaps we're safe for now?
You're right. We should get some rest. I can't go any further.
Ah, Tora is pooped as well.
See you later.
Huh?
We are grateful for all you've done. We wish you well on your travels. Farewell.
I want to reach Elysium.
What?
I made a promise. I'm taking Pyra to Elysium. It's just... she gave half of her life to save mine. I owe her.
Oh, Rex.
But half the world seems to be after her. With the Titans dying off, living space is running out. That's gonna start wars. And people need weapons to fight wars. That's why they want her. If I can prove Elysium exists, maybe I can stop the war that's coming. But fighting Morag taught me something. I'm not strong enough. I can't do this alone. Nia, you're a driver. We could really use a companion like you. If you wanted.
Elysium. Do you really believe in that myth, kid?
Well, Pyra told me that she was born there. Yet here she is. So it must exist. Right?
Your logic is almost as good as Dougal's. Listen, Rex. I don't know if you're stupid or just too nice for your own good. But what if Pyra's just lying? What if this is all an act, and one day she turns round and stabs you in the back?
Pyra wouldn't do that.
Of course I wouldn't. I don't have a knife.
So... serious. She... An emerald core crystal is the sign of the Aegis, huh? Sure, why not? This could be interesting.
Really?
My lady?
I kinda wanna see this Elysium for myself. Maybe it really does exist.
It does.
An endless field of green among the clouds, huh? If the legends are true, even people like me.
I'm sorry. Did I wrap it too tightly?
It's fine. I'm fine. See? I can swing it like this and it doesn't even... Oh.
I knew it.
Thanks. I feel much better now.
I'm sure that's Nia's poultice doing its job. Thanks.
Pyra, you're hurt too. Are you okay?
I'm fine. It's just a scratch.
Hey, let me help.
Thank you, Rex.
No worries. Least I can do. There, all done. How's that?
Looks good. Rex? Look, they're the same.
Oh. Yeah? I guess they are.
So beautiful.
Yeah. It really is. I guess that's probably because you made it, Pyra.
Huh?
No. What? I didn't mean it like that. You're just, really good at making fires. That's all.
It's what I do.